Welcome in to episode 15 of our Let's Play Ara History Untold series, where we are unpacking the game, uncovering the strategies, working our way through each phase and step of the game. We are in turn 137, deep into Act 1. We are in the middle of a war. We are in the middle of a golden age. We have about a million things going on in our empire that we need to resolve and get to a good space. It's going to be very interesting to see how Act 1 concludes here. If you missed any of the action leading up to this point, in the description below is a link to episode 1 of the series. If you want to catch up on all of the action, you could use that and catch up to where we are right now as we jump into the game and see where Ara History Untold will take us in this episode. Here we are in our capital city of Ciudad de Mexico, and it's just, there's so much happening. And I find this is true in Ara History Untold in general. There is always something to do. There is so many little nuanced things to work on, whether it's a war, whether it's a golden age, whether it's triumphs. Right now, we're in the middle of all of those things, but what's kind of in the back of my mind, kind of starting to percolate forward, is our crafting system is not up and running the way I want it to be in our empire, especially heading towards the end of Act 1 and into Act 2. We're just not where I want it to be. We don't have a lot of our crafters in. We don't have enough apothecaries. We don't have enough ceramic shops. We don't have enough butcher shops. We don't have enough blacksmiths. There's so many different crafting buildings that we need online to continue to progress our empire. And so that's kind of what's in the back of my mind now as we're starting to progress through this war. There's 11 turns left in the war. I don't know how far we're going to get. We made a critical knowledge gap error in that there were walls, of course, and we did not have siege weapons. I was thinking, maybe archers can volley down walls, or we can build some siege machinery similar to other 4X games. No, if there's walls, you have to have siege weapons. Siege weapons that are available to you here early in the game are catapults. We did not have them. We are currently building them right here. They're going to come out next turn. We rushed them in our capital. We're also trying to build the Acropolis in our capital as well. So we'll see how close we can get to finishing that during our golden age. If not, we'll rush it. We've got a bank of gold that's quite high. We're also building pyramids. We're also building the Temple of Bel. We have also already during this golden age constructed the Lighthouse of Alexandria up here in the top. We got philosophy for 100 plus the 25% bonus during this golden age prestige. It's going very, very well. Now, the war, on the other hand, was not going particularly well, but only because we messed up on not having siege weapons. We are going down now. As we wait for our catapults, we're going down to burn Dadra to the ground to get something positive out of this war. That should take just a few turns. I'm trying to see if we can get down here, burn Dadra, and then meet our catapults coming across in Delhi, and maybe by some small chance we could still have enough turns to take Delhi during this war. Otherwise, we just wait the 10 turns and immediately declare war again. But this time, I don't think I will pause at all. I think it'll be 10 turns, and we'll just hit the declare war button, and we go to war with India. They are currently also at war with Itzcoatl of the Aztecs. Itzcoatl declared a war of annihilation on them, so I have no idea what's happening in Beirut right now. We don't have anyone over there. So that's something we have to think about as well. We wanted to take Beirut, right? We have 2 city caps specifically because we were going to take Delhi and Beirut, just keep the cities. This is a nice border city for us right here. Gets us access to some really nice resources that we need. Delhi is just a really big city that we might as well just take, right, and have as part of our empire. So again, there are things that are not going exactly as planned. And then I'd love to get a city up here at some point. There's resources here I think we could take advantage of. So there's room for one more city here. What we do with these Italian cities in the middle of our empire, oh my gosh, they didn't. They did. What is your deal, Caesar? Look at this claim. Why? What are you doing? This is, I was of a mindset where I was thinking, you know what? Icaria has been a great trade partner for us. We've been in an alliance for a really long time. I feel like maybe we could just, accept the fact that he has these 2 cities and just kind of coexist with him. This is just ridiculous. Look at how his cities are claimed. This one claims all the way down, and if we wouldn't have stopped him, he would have just kept claiming this territory as well. And this city is just egregious, though. Look at the claims. Claims all the way down nearly to our cap. What are you doing? There are perfectly good lands right next to you. Why are you 5 territories away, making claims as far away as you possibly can from your city center? This is nuts. I don't even understand what's happening. Anyway, let's hit the next turn button. I am, like, that is, what? First things first, we have actually kind of a really intriguing decision to make, and I think we actually have to make a bad decision, then we'll just correct it later. Our catapults are ready to be deployed. Now, we've been deploying everything, of course, out of Neza, because Neza has a 100 security rating, so we get that plus 50% force strength out of that city when we deploy our units there. I think, so the number of territories, right, between Neza and Kalyan, if we jump in, we could see it would be 1, we have to go up, right, I think? 1, 2, 3, that gets us to the border, 4, 5, and then a 6th turn. We have 10 turns left in the war, but you have to take in turn this turn and next turn. So that would be 8 total turns then, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to start the siege, plus 2 is 8. And then we'd only have 2 turns to actually siege the city, which I don't think is nearly enough. Whereas if we put them in Kalyan, we could go from this territory here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We save 2 turns. We save 2 turns by deploying out of Kalyan. I think that's our closest one. So if we deploy out of Kalyan, we lose 50% force strength, which might hurt us when we're trying to take the city. I don't know how many turns we save by having that plus 50% force strength. They don't have a minus. Kalyan, I checked. Kalyan's at 45, so it's just nothing. They have no effect on force strength. We don't get that 50% bonus when we get there, but we get there 2 turns sooner. I'm not sure it's doable regardless, but I think we need to deploy out of Kalyan just to get those 2 turns closer to being able to get to Delhi to shoot at their walls within our 10 turns of war. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let's go deploy. We're going to deploy out of Kalyan, which again is not what we're never going to do that again. We're just going to deploy these guys as a squad. I don't know how many turns it's going to take down walls with these catapults. So we'll find out if we can take the city. If not, we'll just damage their walls. And again, we'll come back 10 turns later with a war declaration and just make it happen. But let's deploy here out of Kalyan. We'll learn how fast all of that takes place and if the 50% would have been worth it as we go through this next little bit of turns. All right, cured meats we're running low on. Once again, we have a cache of 15 timber. That is very bad cache. No longer receiving ropes from Italy. No longer receiving flowers from Italy. Okay, well. Okay then, let's grab some wool. And we have a lot of merchants available. Oh, we got Great Lighthouse online, so we needed to put a bunch of stuff in anyway. Take a crack at some salted fish, maybe? That's never a bad idea. And maybe we grab some bread as well. Baskets for crafting ourselves. Trade goods are not very good. Trade goods are really good now, so if you're playing on the current patch, trade goods are a fantastic amenity. They do amazing things for your city, so always get trade goods in when you can in your cities if you're looking for another amenity. They're not good on this patch. They have not been improved yet, so we don't particularly need those. Oh, baskets. We get baskets very quickly from him, so that's not bad. Oh, we still have one more available merchant. Wow, we have a ton. Man, Lighthouse is a really nice wonder, eh? There's a ton of merchants, so I guess we could just go after some wine, try to add to our stock a little bit, just in case we need that. Okay. Our relationship with Italy has changed from trusted to allied. That we have idle units. Let's go grab this last one we've discovered, and then we're heading up this way because I think there's more people to meet. So I think we're just gonna follow the coastline up here with that particular scout. Craft queue is empty in our gathering hall. Let's go ahead and access that from up here so that we can see what we're doing. The Great Hearth is doing feasts, so just that we know. We got a bunch of people on feasts, so we already know we're probably going to have to go into Code of Laws here. We'll go ahead and full boost the Code of Laws, and since they're the only ones making them, let's just go 10. So let's just crank 10 Code of Laws out. We want to try to stockpile Code of Laws and Feasts a little bit here towards the end of this era, of this act, rather. At the end of this act, there are several crafting items that you will no longer be able to craft. Feasts are one of those, Code of Laws are another, and so you have to have amenities to replace those with in your cities as you move into Act 2. So what's really nice is if you stockpile Feasts and Code of Laws, it gives you more time to be able to build up your stock of whatever the next thing is you're going to craft and replace those amenities with. So I like to have a decent amount at least of, if we can, Code of Laws and Feasts in the bank, just to be able to extend the time that we're using them in each of our cities to allow us to craft and get kind of a build up of some of those things that we want to use as our next set of amenities. So that will be where we head as we kind of do that. 5 turns for the Acropolis, and so we will not need to rush the Acropolis. I have actually tested this. If you build a Triumph and the Triumph ends on the same turn that your Golden Age ends, you do still get the bonus. So when the simultaneous turn is calculated, the everything from that turn occurs before the Golden Age ends. At least that's what it appears to happen. So if the Acropolis finishes on that 5th turn, which is the exact same turn that the Golden Age ends, you will still get credit for that as far as the prestige bonus is concerned. At least that's what my experience has been. So we shouldn't even need to rush this, actually. We should be good with the 5 turns we have on this as we're kind of cranking along there. Okay. And our diplomatic alliance is now available, or so they agreed to our alliance, so we are re-allied with Caesar Beccaria, who unfortunately has made this most egregious. Like, this is just you know what? Fine. We already got that done. We know that's going on. Well, next turn, our armies are moving towards Dadra.
Temple of Bel.
The Temple of Bel is in. Beauty. Okay. Our flower field is done, so that's nice, and we can start building flowers, which is good. We will accelerate the flowers with wealth. We don't have fertilizer yet, and we could throw some materials maybe at it, or just more wealth. Maybe throw materials at it. Cranking out flowers every 5 turns. Yeah, you'd love to be able to put... The 10 wealth is not worth it, so once we get fertilizer, we'll be able to boost those flowers a bit more. So we'll start cranking flowers. Flowers are not bad. You can use them as an amenity if you want. Most of the time, I'm going to use it as an accelerator or in order to build things like the Hanging Gardens, Taj Mahal, some of those those pieces that we need from that. We have 5 flowers actually already, so if we can, we'll be able to craft 5 more, and then we can take a shot at building the Hanging Gardens if no one else has taken that shot yet. Might be nice, like in our capital or something. Gets you city health with the Hanging Gardens, so that might be nice for us. Right, Acropolis has begun, and Code of Laws. But we're actually not... I think these numbers got messed up somehow. I don't think that these numbers are correct. This says our production per turn on Code of Laws is 0.3, and that our production on Feast is only 0.4. But we have 2 gathering halls that are building feasts. We're only making that much progress towards feasts. It doesn't feel like it's taking that long to build them. We're getting 1 per 5 here. I guess the numbers are correct, but that feels, because then we're somehow consuming them faster, which that doesn't make. Maybe we're just using that many feasts. I guess that's true. Maybe we need some experts in some of those buildings. I'm not sure. Anyway, Great Hearth can craft stuff really fast. What are we sitting at? 23 total feasts, 9 total Code of Laws. So maybe we kind of split our time a little bit here. We go Code of Laws. Just a quick little bit. Maybe we just do like a 5 boost, and then we'll 5 boost our feasts also, because that puts us. Oh, there. Maybe it just upgraded right there. Do you see that? How it updated? I think now we're at 2.3, but this one's not updated yet. Something must be. I feel like something's buggy with the numbers. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but we'll go 5 of these, and then we'll switch over. We'll go 5 feasts and see kind of where that takes us. Everything else looks good here. Catapults have begun mustering out of Callion, so they're going to be out on the next turn. We'll get them moving. Again, it's going to be very close. How many turns does it take to knock down a wall? We'll find out. And then can we get these guys back up in time? Yeah, these guys will be able to get back up in time, I think. Or we'll split the force up and we'll leave like a couple people down here and drop back up. What it's going to take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns to get there. 4 turns once we... So we're kind of close, actually. So we'll let them do 1 full turn of attacking, and then we'll probably take the Legion and like a couple wedges and move them back up to Delhi, and then kind of see how it goes from there. The burn, I think, will happen pretty quick in Dadra. It's not a big city at all. We had a new religious verse. We don't mind that at all. What are we at right now? 1, 2, 3, 4 only on verses, so that's good. All right. Here are our verses. Oh, we got some nice ones. Monument to Vitality +6 per turn. That's not a good one. We've talked about that already. Food per turn that's not assigned to a city. Basically useless. Reverent Awe +15 health in all cities. That is a huge number. And then honor the above +5 security in all cities. I mean, obviously your +15 is much better than your +5, and our city health is actually kind of bad right now, and it's hindering our growth, right? The worse your city health is, the slower your city grows, the better it is, the faster it grows. So this is a really nice one, so we'll definitely take Reverent Awe. Let's add that. That's gonna boost our Golden Age, like when we get back to earning Golden Age points, that's gonna boost that up as well, so that'll be really nice. Okay. No project in New Wahula. And what were we doing here? We put in the flower field. And then I believe we were going to do like an inn, because the flower field is a culture building. And the inn, right, yet if you put an expert into an inn, it doesn't tell you here. If you put an expert into an inn, it gets you +1 money per turn for every cultural or commerce building in the region. So we would at least make some use of the inn by having a cultural building there. And then we can also put something else in that space, maybe a trading post or something like that, to boost the value there, to make sure that we're kind of taking advantage of those things. But I think we need another inn because, again, we need to start prepping for some of those next act amenities, and I think that will allow us to do something of that nature. So let's go in. We'll put it over here. This city is fine on kind of everything else. We are going to end up claiming over here where there are cattle, I believe, and being able to build a big farm kind of empire as well. So we got lots of options, I think, within that city. Obviously, again, I know we need to get crafters in. They're currently cranking on bakeries. We're going to put a mill there to help those bakeries as well as we start to crank bread. Bread is actually one of the things we're going to use to boost the feasts, the gourmet meals that we're producing out of our inns. So we want all of that going on. Here's our triumph. The Temple of Bel. It is a religious building. It is a lovely building. Again, everything design-wise in this game, stunning, absolutely looks amazing. There is the people gathering around. Witness our latest triumph in a string of triumphs, and the Temple of Bel. Also, look at the pieces of the puzzle here. So our outgoing modifiers, +10 religion strength spread in all cities. We'll get our verses a little faster, which is kind of nice. +20 city security, which is also very good. So again, Temple of Bel is not like some amazing wonder, but it helps early game, I think, to spread religion a little faster, get more of those verses up more quickly. Obviously, that city security for us is really nice in Neza because that's where we're producing, or at least mustering out all of our armies. You can also put experts into the Temple of Bel if you want to expand your city spread distance, which could be potentially useful, as if we start kind of capping out our religion, and we still have verses to get, then we might want to do that as well. Mainly, again, it's for this prestige and for the extra city security in Neza, who should now have like a lot of city security. We should be like well over the number. So I think hopefully that is going well for us. All right, we're going to start this burn. We should have those troops mustered out of Callion with a catapult, and then we're off and running. There is another 25 prestige that we're then getting the 25% bonus on as well, as we have researched scholarship We have 3 turns left in our Golden Age, and unfortunately, we cannot research anything else that will fit within the Golden Age. Our next, I think, most important thing that we want to get, you could argue for milling, to get access to mills, but I think I really want to get access to gears. We want to start crafting gears as quickly as possible. Glass and concrete are also very nice to be able to craft. We also get access to the mine, which is a really nice improvement, and the sawmill if we want to improve our stone pits and our lumber yards. So I'm going to go into engineering because I think that's a very valuable one. Also gets us access to the Amphitheater of El Jinn. The Amphitheater of El Jinn is a very nice triumph. Plus 10 happiness in all cities, plus 10 prosperity in all cities. That's a big boost to your empire across the board. All we got to do is train a war chariot so we can build the Amphitheater of El Jinn, and we'll probably just be doing that. We'll pick a spot in our capital next time we can expand to an appropriate, instead of having to burn a nice territory on it. We'll try to pick a spot in our capital, build that. Why do we pick our spot in our capital? Because we're putting Acropolis there so we can get some extra bonuses to that. So probably at some point we'll rush out a chariot and then build that in. We won't wait till, for that one, right? We're not going to wait till a Golden Age or anything like that. So let's keep an eye on what's going on here. 1 turn left on pyramids. 3 turns left on Acropolis. So I think the Acropolis is going to get built right on time, on schedule. If it doesn't, it might get improved. I'm not sure. So there we go. A cache with 10 food and 1 syrup. So man, another very subpar cache, unfortunately. And we will move. Oh man, it's tempting to stay. I'm going to stay coastline here. We're going to go here. Yeah. Okay. We got more units idle. Here is our catapult. And we're going to move our catapult. How many turns? So we want to make sure we get this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. No, and then 4 we can attack. So we can actually get to this in 3. So we want to begin our movement here, and they only have a 1 speed, so they're gonna get there. Oh wait, they're moving 2 in our territory. They're moving 2. Because, oh, plus 1 speed on roads. Beautiful. Okay, so we're actually gonna get there in 2 turns. Ooh man, this is gonna be tight. So we need to come down here. These guys are initiating this burn. How many turns is this going to take? Because these guys are going to be all alone. Well, we did wipe out their army, and they didn't have any other army. So I think we can safely send our catapults in to start hitting the walls without fear of repercussion, unless they've built an army since we left, which is possible, I suppose. And then we'll have these guys join, or at least start moving on the next turn. So let's press next turn.
You have raised the great pyramid.
Oh, we burned it down in 1 turn. We took Dadra in 1 turn. So that was very fast. We obviously had just a ridiculous army. So we walked in. We're gonna burn it to the ground, and then we'll get our troops kind of moving back up. So okay, we got another cache. Perfect. So nobody explored up here, essentially, is what we're saying. We'll grab that cache. Relationship with the Mongol Empire went from neutral to distrusted. Okay, they're far enough away that I don't particularly care. The Mongol Empire has declared war of annihilation on India. Wow, there is some serious hatred towards the Indian Empire. I mean, the Indian Empire declared war on me. Let's be clear. And then the Aztecs and the Mongols have both declared wars of annihilation on India. Crazy. Research agreement with Italy is ending. That's kind of unfortunate. We're going to have to wait a few turns to reactivate that. All right, here is our spearman, who was our hunter, who I'm going to send up here. I want to know what Germany's doing. So once this guy's healed, I think we send him up there. We do have some hunts left way down here in the south, but I'm not too worried about that. I want to get some exploration done. I know he's not a scout, but we'll heal him up here, and then we'll send him off to do some exploration. There's just not many hunts left to do, at least not in this part of the land. We could try to get him, like, you know, way out here where there's a bunch of hunts we found, but I'm not keen on that particularly. All right, new population milestone in Messina. Beautiful. That is going to allow us to snag the last iron. And I think I'm going to go straight to the iron. I am tempted. Oh, well, now I'm going to think about it because I reminded myself I was tempted. I am tempted to claim this cow and then to try to claim this corn. Yeah, look at this. Look at Italy. Italy, what is your deal? Look at this claim. He claimed all the way down here, and now he's claiming across. You know what? I'm going to go after his corn. We'll get that later. So we are going to grab this to that. That's our plan. That's a nice piece of land. I am mostly appalled. Let's throw a code of laws in here. I don't understand their claiming. The AI settle patterns in early game, I will say, later in the game, the AI settle patterns seem to, like, calm down a little bit. Like, you won't see an AI come and try to settle like here, because they know there's not enough territories to claim for a city, so you don't have to have, like, your like, all your borders, like, closed off or anything like that. The AI seems to be able to calculate, oh, there's only so many territories available there, it's not worth putting a city down in. But, man, Italy has done, and like, as an ally, Italy has done the most egregiously terrible things in our empire. We tried to be friends, but I don't think it's going to last very long, you know? Just don't think it's going to last very long. It's appalling, really. All right, Callion is done. The pyramids are in. That also means we need to rearrange our experts in that city because we want people to be in the pyramids, working the pyramids, rather. So let's see. We're going to have mills, but not quite yet. Let's take a look at some of our spaces here. So we need to start getting our crafting segments up. Oh, you know what? We need a dwelling. Let's get a dwelling, and then we can hopefully, after we grow, we might be able to grow to a territory. Well, we only can grow one way at this point, unless we claim water. Let's put a dwelling in first. Maybe there's a. Oh, you know what? There's a dwelling. There's a dwelling there already. Yeah, there's two of them there. Yeah, we'll get the dwelling in. That's fine. Oh, let's rearrange experts. So here's why the pyramids are such a valuable triumph. Here's the pyramids, right? When you look at the pyramids, all the pyramids give you, in fact, if we just click on the pyramids, 20 city prosperity. At 20 city prosperity is nothing to scoff at, but it's not amazing, right? It's just one city plus 20. You think about the amphitheater of Elgin, you get plus 10 of two different things in all of your cities. Huge value compared to the pyramids plus 20 city prosperity in this particular city. However, when you look at your experts, you start to see the value of the pyramids. If you put one expert in, you get plus 5 city craft production and plus 5 city build production. If you put in 2 experts, it goes to plus 10 on both of those things. And if you put in 3 experts, you get plus 15 city craft production and city build production. So that's all crafters in your city, and your city building itself is boosted by 15. Those are very, very big numbers, and it makes the pyramids a almost like a must-want triumph in the early game. Very, very powerful. The other thing that we want to think about, which is why it's such a pain that this claim happened right here, is we want to claim some land that has a bunch of territories in it, because what we'd like to do because of that craft production bonus is, like, we already have our tanneries here, which is really nice, right? So we've got our tanneries down here. Oh, sorry, the weavers. We've got our weavers down here. What we want is a place to put our tanneries. We want a place to put a grouped bunch of blacksmiths. You know, we want, like, ceramic shops. So we want to put all those things into Callion now because it has the pyramids and the ability to boost our craft production on them, right? So that's kind of our goal, is we want to be able to claim land to be able to snag up some of that stuff. If we get cut off in Callion, it will be very painful for us, right? So those are things to think about as we're, like, progressing in Callion, that we want to have some of our crafting centers in Callion itself because of the pyramids bonus. And then I still didn't adjust our experts. Okay. Let's see. I think what we're gonna do is let's pull an expert here. We'll pull an expert here. We'll throw at least 2 in here. I guess we should just pull this one right away too. It's a nice plus 5 city prosperity, and we're actually losing that across the board, but if we just go all in. Oh, we have one in our gathering hall right now. Okay, so let's get rid of that. So the question is, do we want extra harvesting on our wool, or should we put it over here? I almost want to boost our fabric production, because fabrics would actually probably be the best one to get more out of, and we'll stack them in these weavers as we go. But I think that's maybe how we want to arrange those for now. But we definitely want the ones in pyramids, right? We should have probably checked how much our dwelling went down in cost when we did that, but I'm pretty sure it would have been a lot. Here it is. There is pyramids. We've already seen it. Give them their musical number. Here we go. We have to decide a city fate. We are going to raise this city to the ground, burn it down, resolve the capture, and then our forces will be off and away on the next turn. And hopefully our... Might be making a critical error, but hopefully our catapults are fine. Uh-oh. Catapults might not be fine. Alright, well, whoever can get up to defend our catapults faster, that is going to take 2 turns. Okay, so our catapults have to last for 2 turns. They did indeed craft another army. They have some war elephants. It's a battalion of archers, war elephants, and spearmen. I'm not worried about that if I can get my troops in there. And I think we'll get there fast enough that we can actually just start shooting the walls now, right? So we go to bombardment, which is what we've been missing this whole time. And we select the cities. We will begin to bombard the walls. Now we have 6 turns left in our war. 2 turns before our reinforcements get back up. Dadra has been burned to the ground. And we are now in the process of bombarding Delhi. But our catapults are naked, if you will. They have no protection, and they have an army that can come out and start that fight. So we might get a bombard in. I don't know what will trigger first, the bombard or them coming out to try to fight my catapults. We'll have to find out. That will be interesting. Okay. Military force spotted. That was something that they built. I'm assuming they're also building military out of Meerut because my assumption is they're getting attacked. They have 2 people that have declared wars of annihilation on them from that side of the continent. That's not even me. So, all right, we got to wait on that. Blacksmith has been completed. We'll have to go assign those. And docks have been completed. Let's go to our docks real quick because we want to reassign experts in this city. As soon as you get docks in, really you want to take a look at what you're doing. That is a wheat farm, right? So we want the expert there. So we'll pull off of this. And we go to docks. Docks provides that plus 20 in our game, plus 15 now. They got nerfed a little bit, but plus 15% production in the city. That's always nice. So we'll go ahead and take that for now in this particular city as we go. And then we also had a blacksmith go in. So let's jump up here real quick. We'll take care of any idle things here. We have 2 idle workshops, actually. And that was our first blacksmith, so we should... Oh, we have a ton of stuff idle. So we should need to put some supplies in at the blacksmith as well. Oh, blacksmiths don't have supplies. Oh, right, on this patch. Blacksmiths also have supplies in the updated patches. You can craft anvils to be able to boost your blacksmiths. So, yeah, they've made a lot of great changes to the game. I do have to commend Oxide Games for... It, like they've had a lot of patches, but there are 2 major patches they've come out with: the Invisible Hand one from a while back, and then the one that was like a month ago or so, which I don't remember the name of, the modders patch or something. Like great improvements to the game. I really like everything that they have done from updates. There's a few things missing that we talk about kind of frequently, but I do think that it's really nice what they have been doing. Like, we're only getting 7 copper per turn. But I think I want this boost on. So we're going to use the copper until it's gone. Obviously, we're going to use the iron. And then we don't have anything here, so we leave that empty. But we're going to craft metal ingots at the most rapid pace we can out of this blacksmith. And we don't have to put anything in there. A gathering hall is idle. We'll do Code of Laws here. Yes, we'll do Code of Laws here. We'll do like 5 of them. And then in our Great Hearth, we will do Feasts. And... I'm not gonna full boost it, but we'll do like 5. We'll reassess at that point. Could I set those and just not worry about them anymore? Probably, yeah. But I like to do like 5 and then reassess what we need in case we want to make a change, right? It's the same way I do a lot of the workshops. Technically, I set the metal tools I just set, right? We are 2 turns away from getting access to crafting gears out of our workshops, and so probably just want to set to like build like a thing and then get gears like going right away. So let's see. We have access of everything but looms right now. Looms can supply weavers and tailors, so we actually don't need many more. In fact, we don't need any more looms. Actually, what I'm thinking is these metal pots as an amenity are quite nice. I'm wondering if we should have somebody working metal pots just to get some online. They're quite nice. We could boost them like a little bit maybe. with a little bit of wealth. And we just build like quite a few of them maybe. We do like 10 of them in reserve as like an extra. I like the stats on it, so I don't mind that at all, right? And then I'm still thinking about in 2 turns we get access to gears. So I'm like, oh man, like do we just pick something that takes like 2 turns or something? Like we just craft a wheel and then that will take 3 turns and then we're back up and running and we can switch over to gears and just start cranking gears out. That's probably a good play. So we'll do that. Took care of the docks already. Our wedge force and a bunch of forces healed, so that's always really nice. Spearman force healed as well, but they're not ready to go yet. City was razed and destroyed. Dadra is gone. We get another religious verse. I found that when you build something like the Temple of Bel, which is a religious triumph, you start collecting verses on a pretty regular basis. So if you're not collecting verses at a pace that you want to in your game and you want to get them up a little faster, focus on a religious triumph. Particularly Temple of Bel seems to be very useful for that. So just something to think about as you're going. Let's see what the RNG has for us. Plus 3 wealth per active trade agreement. We only have 1 of those active right now, so that's not very useful. Plus 5 harvest production in all cities. That is not bad at all. And plus 10 build production toward culture improvements. Focus populace seems to be the best one of this group. 10% build production is not bad, but it's only on culture improvements. It's not like a ton of those. If it was 10% build production on industry improvements, that would be a different thing because we're going to be building a lot of those, especially in the recent turns here coming up. But I think this plus 5 harvest production in all cities will be nice for us. Just get our harvest up. That works for me. Let's do that. We have an idle city. Neza, who finished. The temple is ready to go. They are good on dwellings currently. Yeah, they have like this. This is a 5. They have 2 5 territories. Really probably should have put pyramids here would have been really nice. But such is life. We have only 9 food and growth in 11 turns. So part of me thinks, where's our farm area? We've got a granary here. That's not where we want like farm maybe. We need farmland for sure. All of this is great farmland. Oh my gosh, there's another 5, an empty 5. We have empty 5, empty 5, empty 4, empty 5. I'm gonna come down here. We're gonna add an irrigated. We're gonna add an irrigated farm. We're gonna go with that just to preemptively deal with the food problem that's gonna happen when we hit 13. And then we're gonna have to make. Then we have big decisions to make because we need to just set up. We just need to set up some crafting areas, which we may have to just ignore the fact that Callion would be a better place to have them and just let Neza build because Neza's got so much potential to like put stuff in there. Crazy. Okay, we get llamas on board here. We also have Barletta, which is a 5 again here. So we can start cranking. Maybe we have a workshop in the city already. We also have an empty spot here that we could put like a stables in. And I think we do need more stables. So maybe we throw a quick stables in right here because we get that in pretty fast. We'll start crafting more carriages. And then we'll pick kind of what we want to have happen up here as far as our kind of construction, whatever crafting thing that we want there. All right, let's see what happens over here. Sit next turn. In 2 turns, our reinforcements will be there. And then we'll see what happens. We also have our catapults are catapulting supposedly. So we'll see if they catapult or get attacked. Let's see what happens. Okay, they have moved out.
The Acropolis.
Oh, we got the Acropolis done just in time, hopefully for our Golden Age. I forgot to check on that. I'm sure that it counted. You can double check that, but okay. They are coming out to fight this battle, and actually looks like we might win. I mean, we'll win a lot faster once we get up there. Did we hit their walls? Oh, it kind of looks like we might have. Their walls look like they have taken damage. But, right, that looks like the walls have taken damage. So I think we got our at least a shot off on the walls. We have 5 turns left on this war. Obviously, we have to deal with this before we can shoot them again. The Golden Age has ended. We knew that. A plow and a cache. That'd be great early game. It's not amazing right now. It's fine. No longer receiving bread from Italy. Okay, that's fine. We got 1 available merchant. What else, Italy? Wow, you have gourmet meal. How many turns does it take to get a gourmet meal? 20? No. No, we're not gonna wait 20 turns. How about a garment? 6? We get a garment in 6? If he keeps having garments, I'm all about that. See if we can snag a garment from him. So he's crafting garments. We're also crafting garments. That's not bad, though. Our relationship with the Mongol Empire has gone from distrust to dislike. That's just progressing in a downward trajectory. Minor report. Minor losses. Oh, defeat in 3. Oh, okay. So we're not actually getting like an appropriate... But that's fine. Our units are going to be... We should be able to reinforce that as quickly as possible, right? So we're going to... What we're going to do is press the attack button. And we're going to attack into that instead, right? We want to attack into it, not walk into it. I think if we walk into it, it'd be fine too, but I think you had to use that attack button more often to get what you want more quickly. In case something else happens there, we just want to be attacking, right? So see, that's interesting. I kind of want to pop this way now almost, because this is like we gotta like maneuver around. There could be more caches here. Because we found a lot of caches here, I'm almost interested in uncovering some of this just to see if there's more caches, you know? Probably what we'll do. All right, workshop done. Oh, 1 turn? What's this? Oh, 200 damage done to city walls. Oh, perfect. Okay. That's a bummer that we have a workshop idle with 1 turn. Oh, this was the wheel. We produced the wheel too fast. We produced the wheel too fast. All right, give us another... Oh, I see. We could make 3 point... Oh! We could be making 3.2 wheels per turn, so we should have crafted 3 wheels. We could make wheels very quickly. So we actually wasted some of our production, right? Unfortunately. Although I think that the production carries over a little bit. I was reading that wrong, right? All right, 200 damage to city walls. How much health is left on the city walls then? Can we tell? We'll find out, I guess, on the next turn. 5 turns left on the war. Our capital is done building whatever it was building. I don't even recall. Oh, Acropolis. We got Acropolis in. There it is. We'll take a look at it in a second. It's a very lovely wonder. And we're sitting at 15 food growth and 10. We might be okay there. So... Yeah, we got options though, right? Because we have cotton we could get online. We also have a really nice territory in Nogales here that we could get, like, we really need to get, like, production buildings in. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a workshop. So we're going to workshop here first so that we can build in a bunch of production buildings, including what will eventually be a mill. And I'm trying to decide what we're going to put here. I might do like 3 butcher shops or something, because I think we're low on, like, we have 1 butcher shop running, but I think we need more. Oh, unless, oh, you know what? There's an open territory here still. We could just put another butcher shop here. We're gonna need more butcher shops anyway, so either way, it's gonna be fine. Here's the Triumph, the Acropolis, a very beautiful Triumph in this game. Looks really nice. I love that, again, like, it's closer to the coast. That just looks really good. Love the aesthetics of the game. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, and I think probably try to readjust some of these. Let's check out our experts. In the Acropolis, if you put experts in, +5 to all quality of life stats in this city. Whew. That is nice. Now we can't pull experts out of our food areas, but we can pull them out of our Great Hearth, although that costs us 5 gold. That's probably where we have to pull from, though. We definitely want them in docks. We could pull from one of our workshops. That's not a bad idea. I think I will pull the Great Hearth one as well. And then we'll just put our next expert can go there, right? I want to keep the expert on the metal tools, because I think that's important for us. We need to keep producing those at a pretty decent pace, so we'll keep that going. We'll get the +15 to all stats in a moment here. Although we could technically pull out of food for just a smidge of time. We yoink from the butcher shop for a little bit. Let's check our city stats now. Look at these beautiful city stats now. That's nice. Okay, we come back over here. This is what we're paying attention to, and I think we're good up here. We'll do just a quick check. It always like highlights it, but we already did the stuff with it, right? So okay, what's next turn? There's engineering. We now have access to gears and the amphitheater of El Gem, so we like that. I'm going to go straight to milling, I think. Paper is another one that's really nice. Candles are very nice. Those are required for different components that we do want to build. But I think the access to mills would be really nice. Let's grab milling real quick. Like, there's our expansion. There's our dwelling that is done. Our spearman is fully healed, so we're going to get the spearman. We have open borders with... I think I just want to, like, walk. Like, we'll just walk up here. Start seeing what's going on. Minor gains. Oh, the fight's not going to be over in one turn. That is a bummer. 4 turns left in the war. Ugh. The fight is going to take victory in 1. I guess that's to be expected. That was to be expected. So it's fine. Victory in 1. We'll bombard again. And then can we take Delhi before the time is up? I do not know. We'll have to find out. Okay. Swordsman promoted. We like to see that. Another swordsman promoted. That is good. We got techs. And we have this unit that is idle. And nothing there. I think we're going to pop back this way. I am going to try to uncover some of this. There are so many caches that I feel like there might be more in this area. So we're just going to kind of go with that. A new event! Yikes. This one's actually kind of tough. Fish for your thoughts. The first option is lending our research support to helping Germany identify their fish species. -3 research per turn for 5 turns. We unlock fishing nets, which we already have, and plus 35 relationship with Germany. Or we can decline and focus our efforts on ourselves. We can get plus 3% research per turn for 5 turns ourselves and lose 35 relationship with Germany. I don't think Germany would come attack us. I guess the 3% research per turn is just probably negligible at this point. I don't think I care about it. I'm just going to take the relationship. Again, questionable move probably. I'll just take the relationship status. We'll try to maintain diplomacy with Germany, especially if we want to end up with our true allies, the Italians. If we end up in a war, which is seeming likely, we probably want Germany to be our friend, as they are the northern border of Italy. So we'll see how that goes for us. All right, growth in 6. There's only one place for us to take. We just got to get up this way and try to cut off this Italian city, basically. But we have a million things that we could potentially build. Let's grab... We have a spot currently. We don't have a real great spot currently, unless we want to pass up these goats, which we could. This territory might be a good one to put like a granary in and then throw down a couple of irrigated farms. That might be a good play for that territory. Or do we just go straight farms? The other question is, do we just go straight farms? Let's go. I'm going to go granary. I'm going to go actually granary and then straight into an irrigated farm. That will happen in 8 total turns. And that will free us up. Then after that, we'll have grown to hopefully see what our next kind of production line item is going to be. We also need furs, technically speaking. So we should probably get those furs online as well. And the saffron wouldn't be bad to get online either. So we should probably get some of our resources online in the city as well. So that's something to think about too. Because we don't have territories yet that match up really nicely for what we're trying to accomplish. So I think we stick with that for now. Okay, let's go next turn. There's the battle report, wiped out. And we have 3 turns left in our war. We go to our catapults. We go bombard. We have them bombard. We are prepared to bombard the walls. We did 200 damage already. I don't know. It looks like they repaired them. Yes, they repaired the walls. The walls appear to be repaired or something. I'm not sure if they can repair them that fast. It looks like they did. So we go to bombard, and man, this is going to be it's going to be tight. No more baskets. That's rude, sir. You have spice? I'll take spice. I'll take spice instead of baskets. Germany goes to trusted with that 35. We've got a new workshop in. That is great. Let's jump to our workshop because that workshop... Actually, I have 2 workshops that are idle, and I'm going to immediately put both of those workshops on gears. We are going to use the wealth to boost those. We are going to use the materials to boost those. And we can use metal ingots, but I think we're going to save those. We need to get those crafted up, so we're just going to use wealth. We're going to set that to... I want to get like 10 gears a pop out of both of these, probably. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to do the exact same thing here. We're going to just burn wealth, essentially, on gears. And we'll go 10 in each. We'll just crank gears. Because gears are going to go in a bunch of our buildings. They're highly useful. They're going to definitely help us a great deal as we go through the rest of this act and into the next. So there we go. We get that workshop in. Battlefort victory. We crushed their forces yet again, and we are now attempting. So we are indeed bombarding them. The other force is bombarding. These guys can't do it. These forces are gonna fortify. Can I indirect fire into anything? We can't attack the city yet. There's walls, so we will just fortify. That group will fortify. All right, Marsh has grown again. That is nice. Where do we want to go? We almost want to cut off... We want to continue cutting off Italy, I guess, right? I mean, that kind of becomes the plan here. So if we check out... We don't have, like, a resource we're going for, so I think we just start claiming across here towards Messina. Yeah. I don't want to claim up here. That's fine. They can have that. I don't see value there. But I want to claim across here. We're trying to allow Nuku'alofa to claim across this way. I did this one. You know what their next claim is going to be? It's going to be like right here or right here. So it's just going to be it's going to cut us off again. So that's fine. This is not the greatest territory. It's just a 3, but we're going to claim it anyway. We're just going to start claiming across here. Let's get them. We're putting in another stable, so we can probably afford to put carriages in. It's typically probably what I would go to next, but we could throw down baskets first, actually. Get them extra production. That also works. The capital is done. And what were we doing in the capital again? Right, we built the workshop. That's the one that just came online. And I think what I would like to do is go into butcher shop. We only have one butcher shop. We also only have one ceramic shop, so there's a lot of options here. We're about to have 2 blacksmiths out, so that's like currently working for us. Let's go butcher shops in this particular land, I think. We're gonna go with butcher shops. We'll stack up 1, 2, 3 butcher shops into a mill. Eventually we might be able to replace this workshop also with another butcher shop, but I'm gonna get our butcher shops up and running. I mean, technically, do we even have the accelerants to be able to do it? I mean, we'll find out, I guess, when we get there, but okay. Let's take a look. We are close to being at the end of this episode. We'll check this real quick, like we're good. We'll press next turn. See how this goes. Okay, the bombard happened. We'll find out about that in a second. There's the cash that we were looking for. I knew it was there somewhere, you know? Let's go grab that cash. We got our regions that were claimed. An accelerator was depleted again. That's not unusual. Salted fish we're no longer using. I don't think we got any salted fish out of that relationship. Okay, give me rope. Something that you might continue. I'm sick of losing stuff. All right, butcher shop is in. Stable is in. Perfect. So if we go stable, we need more carriages. We have the horses to be able to boost that. This doesn't feel worth 5 mats maybe to boost them further. Gets us down by a turn. Just build them in 5. That's fine. That stables is good to go. And then we go down to our butcher shop here. This is where the butcher shop went. That was a 1-turn build. I don't think we have any fish to boost the salted fish, but we could definitely... Let's take a look. We'll open both. So we don't have the fish to boost the salted fish. We could boost it with wealth. We'd still be producing salted fish every 3 turns. The hogs have gone completely away, so we're not going to have the accelerants for that. Cattle we could use to boost cured meats. And we have spice, so we could use the spice as well. Cured meats are not as good as salted fish. I'm gonna lean into cured meats for a little bit of time here, at least on this one. We'll cancel out the salted fish. We'll just go cured meats for a while here, and then maybe the next one we'll put on salted fish, even though it's unboosted. We'll just kind of roll back and forth between the two. We have accelerants here, so we can get them out a little bit faster, which is nice. If we get some more hogs online or goats, I mean, we have the ability possibly to get some goats as well, so we should think about that too. we want the goats or do we want the bull? We might want the goats at this point, right? Population milestone in New Coahula, and that is good news if we can still move in this direction. So we already know that we are just straight claiming across. We're going to take Lazio and try to get to the coast, right? So there's that claim. It's a 5 claim. We like that. That doesn't upset us at all. And again, we're 2 territories away from a coastal claim. They're gonna grow before us though. Like they will grow next, and we will see what they do. I mean, they already claimed all the way down here. I guarantee you they're gonna come up here and claim one of these. They're gonna try to cut us off. It'd be highly unfortunate. Italy has some legions just kind of wandering around our lands. That's good to know. Quarter damage on the city walls. They are not gone though. I cannot attack into the city yet. 300 health. Okay, so it's all gonna depend on how fast we can burn down a city. So 2 turns left in the war. On this next turn, I don't know how this is gonna end. I do not know how this is gonna end. Well, the walls will be burnt down, but I don't think we'll have control of the city. I think we're gonna miss out by like a turn on getting control of Delhi. That will be a bummer. Okay, well, let's get to work on our butcher shops to keep ranking. In fact, honestly, we should probably just place multiple of them. Right? Let's just get all the butcher shops in. And then we'll get access to mills in 2 turns, and then hopefully we can just go straight into the mill to boost those. So we'll call that good. Marsh needs something to build, and they just put their stables in, right? Yeah, so that's very nice. We don't mind that at all. And probably food is good. Dwellings are fine. We could do like ceramic shop build or something here. We could put in a couple blacksmiths. Or again, like we have stuff we could get online. Where are we gonna put? Where's our food gonna go? It should probably be in like this 5 or this 6 actually. We could granary this and then just put a ton of farms on it. I don't have any. Let's check really quickly. Oh, there's a 3 food here. That would actually be a better farm region for us. So maybe we'll hold on that, which then frees us up to this one. We could just start putting stuff down, right? Let's go workshop, and then we'll just... I'm opening with a workshop every time. It's going to get us way too many workshops, but we'll put a workshop down there, and then we will... And then we'll just figure out what we want to build there, right? We'll just get some craft productions up there with a mill. Like, it's going to be mill, and then whatever we want to craft. Okay. I don't think we can push for one more turn here, unfortunately. So, I believe we will leave it right here. We will be 1 turn, or 2 turns, I guess, away from our war ending. We'll be very close to seeing whether we get to take Delhi or not. That will be your incentive to tune in for the next episode, where we will see if we can capture the city of Delhi in this war. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get there. Everything is cruising along outside of that very nicely. We will continue to build our empire up in this series. Thank you all for watching. If you like the content, hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on. We've got kind of accelerated releases going on right now, releasing on different days of the week as we try to push towards the end of this series, or at least through this series in Ara History Untold. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.